So the main question is here is like, what is the realistic amount of hours per week that someone could put in towards SVG launch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think the main thing that we're looking at here is obviously it's mainly just me and you and Joyce, right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as like, Ate, Moth, Mel are just not going to be doing the work, right? So I don't know if you got anything verified with Mamoon, but that would be the only other question is how much time he's going to be putting on. But
Mm-hmm.
if you take the fact that you have the main session, you could actually look at SVG work hours separate from the main session, which really gives a much more clear picture. I mean, we're looking at maximum 10 for me and you, and then from there you're looking at like as little as 3 to 5 for Joyce, right? So then
Mm-hmm.
here you would look at, okay, number of sessions. So 3 to 5 would be like 1 to 2 sessions for Joyce. So for Joyce, it'd be like scheduling 1 additional session, and then for me and you, maybe we could do up to 3 sessions a week,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be the maximum, right? So I could say 2 to 3 sessions, because that's really it all comes down to is what is the number of scheduled sessions we could do for SVG.
Yeah.
After the main session.
Okay.
So why does they? Oh, actual work hours 10. So you think his estimated commitment is 20? You think his verified commitment is 20?
That's what he answered here on Discord. 20 hours.
Okay. So let's say 5 to 10 hours on SVG. The biggest problem with him, of course, is that he's just not available most Andromedas.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't have a lot. I mean, hopefully he can work some on the website, but it doesn't have a lot of responsibilities. Anyways, we could just say 1 to 2 for him as well.
Okay. On maternity leave, needs a lot of training, getting organized. I'm checking. All right.
So the main issue with Moth is just the training.
Yeah. Getting
we'll
up to speed.
And getting him up to speed. So we shouldn't expect anything from him in relationship to doing the work.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I think we should go for trying to schedule 1 additional work session per week.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe Mamoon and or Joyce would be able to make it, although we do run the problem with our schedule. So the weekly schedule we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So this is open. Monday, Tuesday open. Tuesday, Wednesday is money. Well, and this is.
Yeah, we should.
Wednesday, Thursday is SVG work. This is SVG main. Open.
Executive support is here. Cobalt.
We don't have anything scheduled regularly during Cobalt, right?
Right.
Except
only the exec. Yeah.
Okay.
And Andromeda on Friday, we have nothing. It's weird.
Except for the last week of the month.
Yeah, then we have the evil.
So I would say we either do Monday or Friday. So this would be proposal, add additional SVG work session to Friday or so if we want to try to move the timeline forward, we just need to at least double the work, and if we could triple the work, that would be even better. But we just need to be increasing the amount of work we're doing for SVG if we're going to make the progress that we need to be making. It's just been going way too slow.
Yeah. We should schedule for both for the moment. Try to schedule for both, and then at least should triple the amount of work if possible.
Okay, so for me and you, that might work, but of course with Joyce and Mamoon, it will just depend on their commitment and everything like that. But that's fine if we want to do both. So proposal to add SVG work session to Friday and Monday Andromeda, hour 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do you have any objections to that? Or I don't see there's any reason why we can't just do it.
No, nothing.
So
no
let's
questions,
let's send this to Mamoon and
choice.
okay, so from there, that would significantly increase the amount of work that we can do, prioritize SVG, and as long as we bring up CCC, right? So the CCC is the other priority, but if we make CCC part of SVG work, then it should be fine.
Absolutely.
And let's just review where CCC is. So CCC is number 15. So we might need to prioritize CCC a little higher. Let's make it a 7.5. Anyways, I think we're good.
Yeah. So I think the timeline. I think we can still make the timeline if we with the schedule, right? Have next week and the week after.
So we have better scheduling, so then the timeline, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe we could just say like, okay, the top priorities would be the next week and a half, and then everything from like 7 to 5 would be like, the next week, or the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, ideally the
2 weeks.
10th of February or something.
Ideally what?
Friday, February 10th would be not the end of next week, the end of the week after.
Okay, I have an idea here. So if we just do like 1 week, just got these top few things here. Week 2 would be like this. 3. Page 4. Anyway, so this is just me pulling off
You're taking from the launch plan, right?
from the launch plan, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely not particularly organized and thought out, but you know, it just gives us an idea of something that a way of like, you know, considering this, where it's basically okay. Realistically, you know, we want to launch. The most important thing for the launch is agreement on the website. I don't see it anywhere. I do not have that. Where's agreement on the? Oh, here it is. There. Okay. So yeah. So if you go into week 4, you have agreement on the advertising, agreement on the website, and that it's ready to launch. So basically, week 4, this agreement on the website is like basically our launch timeline.
Right.
Right. So, I mean, I feel like we lost a few weeks by just kind of waiting around and doing one session per week. So I feel like we're kind of pushed everything back 2 weeks, but we should still be able to launch in February. But realistically, it would take 4 more weeks at 2 to 3 work sessions per week, right? So our overall plan would be launch in 4 weeks with 2 to 3 work sessions per week and one main session.
Yeah, but basically, if this week 1 is the current week, then we have week 2, 3, and 4 would be basically the end. Would be Friday, February 17th. So it would still be because.
Well, no, I think week 4 would start Friday, February 17th, and then it would end
if week 1 is still January, yes, still counted in January.
Would be this week, which is
January.
Would be January, basically 26th, right? The main session tomorrow to February 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say week 1 is January 26th to February 2nd. And then you have February 2nd to 9th, February 2 to 9. Then you've got February 9 to 16.
Right.
And then you've got February 16 to 23rd. Yeah.
Correct. Perfect. Yeah.
So I think that's pretty realistic as far as you know, a timeline and what we want to achieve and get done. It's obviously not perfect overall.
Yeah,
you know, there's still some issues because it's not thought out. I mean, obviously, if I'm creating a timeline, I would create a timeline that is much, much more organized and based on actual responsibilities. This is basically just a quick priority list.
Yeah, I get it, but it's a good way to look at it.
But it definitely gives us something more concrete. So this can be copied and pasted and put into our launch plan.
I'll do that. Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, anyways, that's a good framework. It's obviously not a completed timeline, but we just don't need a perfect timeline right now. So I think I'm ready to move on to the next topic, which is our multimedia.
Right. Let me just copy and paste this. So you want to take a 5-minute break before we're bottom of the hour?
Okay.
Yeah. Quick 5-minute break.